We will move on to Sami to close the session. The insightful thoughts. Sami, please, the stage
Thank
is
you,
yours.
Bassam. Thank you so very much. Indeed, it was a very informative session as far as the AI is concerned. And I will give you just a background. Just bear with me for
Yeah,
a few minutes, giving the background.
absolutely.
Last year, I went to Copenhagen,
Mm,
like I'm talking about 2022. So
mm,
everyone was talking about in Copenhagen in TMF, DTW, Digital Transformation World. Everyone
yeah,
was talking about the typical
yeah,
topics, whether we have this or whether we have that. And we were talking about digital transformation, too much open digital platform and all.
mm,
And would you believe that this year again, when I went to attend this conference, within this 1 year, there was only couple of specific demands from a telecom sector. How you can help us with AI? Do you have some idea? Do you have some scenarios where you can help us out, um, that AI can help us? So just in a matter of 1 year, I just want to highlight that how disruptive the digital transformation market is. Digital transformation. In sometimes you don't have a requirement, but all of a sudden you have to compete and you have to have the solution for a requirement. So this is how AI is becoming more and more integral tool to boost the digital transformation. This is what the background is. And I was listening to the conversation of Doctor and Abdurrahman, a very, very informative one. However, we are just we are also missing one important leg. The thing is that AI can serve any customer, and and who can be the customer of AI? Customer of AI is not only the end subscribers or the people who are being facilitated with AI. Even the enterprises, they're also the clients for the AI. All the telco organizations, they're also client for the AI because AI is helping them out to make their life easy. Now, as I belong to a vendor solution provider in the telecom space, so I think Abdurrahman can relate more and more of what I'm trying to say. That there are so many scenarios in daily life that telecommunication organizations or even IT organizations, irrespective of IT and CT, let's say, let's just combine the word ICTers. So the ICTers actually they are going through a lot of complaints on daily basis, a lot of network related problems on daily basis, which they have to respond to. So how if AI does this job and it routes all the complaints from the network or from the customer? Just read the keywords, and based upon reading the keywords, going into the knowledge library, checking up the solution, and routing them to the right, solution, and later on do the root cause analysis. So this is like something very amazing. It was amazing to me. And lucky for us that as we have been following the standards, we have been going, and doing our study that how we can come up with different kind of scenarios. And I cannot agree more with Abdurrahman that again, it's the request or the requirement that will fill up the gap and that will give us the answer, and we will be seeking the answer rather from the AI. It's not like AI should be there. Yes, AI is a must, but it will always be scenario based. And it will be like, we will pick up one of the scenario within the space, like for example, the IT space or the telco space, and we will try to figure it out whether how we can help not only the operators or the IT or ICTers, but their subscriber base as well, using making use of the AI. So actually, this is a very important background that I wanted to share. Uh, Having said so, uh, is my screen visible?
Yeah, Isami, I can just add what you have mentioned is something right and correctly, and I cannot agree more than what I said. Totally right. It is about the domain and the aspect of using AI, not just for customer service and user experience and the customer journey and so on, or just as an assistant, but also as an ICT area, for example. As a matter of example, for example, in you, we are using ADR with AI engine inside it that will facilitate easy the processes and the detection of any threat within the ADR, error detection response system. So based on that, I can no more agree about that importance of AI, but still, it is about the case. When we use AI in our ICT, it's about being able to deal with the current threats, the current demand, the current operational required for a lot of foreheads. So instead of having plenty of people, we can have just 3 to 4 people in that zone or that area, where they can do as much as hundreds of persons or engineers in that area. So it is totally right. And in ICT, we do need it a lot, especially on operational level, to reduce the operational task to be done by AI directly. But as I stated earlier, it's important to make a way and understand how we can utilize the AI for our benefit, not just badge an AI has been powered by BI or AI or something like this. No, it's about, is there a need? Yes, there is a need. Is there a must? Yes, there is a must. But it's a roadmap, as stated earlier, and I totally agree to about what you have said.
Jazakallah,
Super.
we are aligned. We are on the same page for that. So this is why I said that, AI is here and now it is becoming a must, so that to take off the load for repeated tasks, which not only the ICTers are, fed up of, and even the subscriber base is also fed up of. Like, if they have like thousands of steps to onboard or something, so they will get bored of it, and they will try to find other ways. So this is why I purposely wanted to, give some input when the topic came in front of us. So I requested Hannah that I need 15 minutes for this topic, so that, to give you insights that what we have been doing and how we have been thinking when it comes to AI for the telecom sector. So basically, the idea is to have a detailed understanding uh, as far as the AI and the big data accumulation is concerned in the telecommunication market. And then we need to be, pioneer in coming up with a solution, but case by case, not all of a sudden, because it is still in a very initial stage, and many of the things are still being tested. And mind you, that we are dealing with the skillful talent as well. So when it is always a battle in between talented skill set against computers, so it's always a 50-50 game. So this is why we need to take care of AI, uh, and these are the market areas where AI can be helpful within the ICT domain. To start up with, like, we have integration of AI. We can integrate AI with the EKYC, to know your customer, how to make it easy for them to onboard in the digital transformation journey. Then leveraging on the customer segmentation and recommendation, so that to personalize their marketing demands, their likes and dislikes, and then sending the right campaign to the right people at right time through the right channel. So it means that, the possibility of intaking of the campaign is increased by far. Then improving the it also serves in improving the operational efficiency through the AI ops, which is the artificial intelligence IT operations, so that help the overall operational operations related towards the AI. Then it can also boost your fraud management, fraud detection accuracy, by making use of the machine language. So we can make use of the machine language to train them, and then we can do the anti-fraud as well. Then, if we are going towards the management and the chatbot thing as well, where we can have the predictive and advanced analytic capabilities, so that to trigger and use the business data analysis, so that to enhance the management efficiency. And also, not to forget that we have a typical case of AI where we are talking in terms of chatbots, and those chatbots are now more and more customized. Just now, doctor was also saying that we can have specific chatbots for the e-commerce domain, then we can have separate specific chatbots for the telecom domain. So now every domain and every industry are seeking forward to have their own chatbots. So now these are actually the practical areas where AI can help boost the telecom sector or the IT sector indeed. Going one by one very quickly, just to help you know how OCR can help to onboard the customer. You can see the video is ongoing. It's not, there is no voice, but the thing is that, we are making, with the help of selfies and with the ID photos, we are completing the verification, which was previously a very long process. You have to stand in the queue and all that stuff. And if you have the QR code reader, you can even scan the passport, and it can grasp the information. Now this eKYC potentially can be linked to your national database ID center as well, so that to get the verification done directly from your ID system. And if it's a passport based, so it will first check the your database. Otherwise it will route, it will catch up, or it will scan the information, and then it will route it back to the national ID, to the origination country, to get it verified. So a full-fledged process by which you can do ID scanning, and then you can get the OCR audit, and then after that you can be onboarded. So this is like a process where you can get rid of your the step of coming to the POS and getting yourself registered. It is basically, so what are the outcomes? That it helps us to ensure a very smooth onboarding based on the AI technologies, which also include technologies, as I've said, like the OCR and the financial recognition. Now we have successfully integrated AI with our CRM applications, and we have a successful project already running in an African affiliate with the MTN, which is in Rwanda. So this is something that is already on ground from our side. Furthermore, this AI-based facial recognition and live detection technologies will also ensure the authenticity of the information and accuracy when it comes to the customer. So it will be like, more and more trustworthy, sooner, but later, but not sooner than the later. It will be part, and we will be taking care of all, because people are going to be trusting this AI in future. Similarly, there is another scenario where we are, making use of the AI Copilot. Now, the concept of Copilot is somehow, a combination. You can say a chatbot, and then if there is something a chatbot cannot answer, so it can help you route to the agent, the CSR. So a Copilot is also a similar kind of thing, where we can now specific scenario. If I turn or I talk about is more on the autonomous network diagnosis, which was already discussed as well in the previous session or during the previous session as well, and by Abdurrahman as well, triggering this network side. That, and I really second that, because there are so many network alarms that are being generated in real time, or maybe customer is pushing for some complaints, and we have to address all those complaints, and we have to address all those alarms that are being generated in the network. So it needs a lot of resource, or dedication from a resource, if not a lot of resources. So in order to overcome this kind of a challenge, it's a co-pilot where AI basically checks for the keywords. And once the keyword is identified, it can check in the knowledge base what kind of solution can be offered, and it can route back to the customer or to the network itself by sending them the solution, or correcting the fault and sending back the result. So this is how it is effective. So this is a very significant stride that we have come across in order to make it possible as far as the autonomous network diagnostics is concerned. Um, by combining, these kind of elements of the network and the telecom together, along with the efficient orchestration, which is also required, we have tried to cover, and aimed to be the pioneer in getting the diagnostics for the network. So if you can see here that normally some complaint is being done that my home broadband is unable to connect, the diagnostic solution has provided you with a link of exclusion solution, executive solution. Please make sure. So all this done, it is not done by anyone real agent, but it's all the AI chatbot who is actually giving them the solutions based on the processes and the flows that are being triggered. So it's a low code integration, and it triggers the knowledge management for the entire network. So it's another scenario. So we also look forward in terms of the cloud services, and it can help us. AI can help us derive new revenues. When we say new revenues within the domain, it is basically that we are integrating the AI capabilities with the data and the telecom service to make new revenue for operations and the business practices. For example, our business practices within the operators are such as, first we should have an API cloud service, and if offer is good and mature, then the AI capabilities such as the facial recognition or OCR, like the documentation, to the small and medium enterprises or the SMBs, let's say, will be helping them rapidly to achieve the business innovation. Not only is this, uh, it, it will also provide an efficient video intelligence analysis, for the SMBs based on the cameras, which can help the enterprise enable to have the overall monitoring for their operation and enhancing the security. So it means, we have, if we can have, like, the idea is e-banking, e-commerce, e-government, everything is going online, but how to make them efficient. For example, taking the example of video intelligence. Now, if we are asked, or we say someone that we can provide you intelligence in terms of the video, like the cameras, but you have to invest in the newest and the latest cameras, would you be taking that kind of an offer against the ones who are saying that, okay, you already have installed the camera, how if we can make this camera intelligent? So there are two different scenarios. Of course, I would like to make my existing unintelligent camera into an intelligent camera. So we will be adding additional, features together with the camera. The camera will give all this information to those. It will work like just like the EMS, in an easy way to let you understand. Like EMSs are there to, and all the unintelligent devices within the network are connected to the EMS, and we connect our, like alarm agents connect to the EMS to check for if there is any some non some kind of a data which needs to trigger an alarm, and then we do the alarm generation in our fault management. So the concept is still the same, that we make use and we call, because under the GSMA it is a program by the name camera, where we are working to make intelligent, bringing the video intelligence. However, we are putting, making use of the existing devices to make them intelligent. And this then can be, because, already for security reasons, cameras are almost, implemented and installed in the shops, in the malls, and everywhere. So why not to make them intelligent so that, they can help you define. And each and every person going or passing through the camera is emitting the information, and camera is taking care of that person in front of anywhere around the globe. So again, a continuation, what I'm talking about for the camera, which is the CCTV and the cloud video intelligence, the example that I just explained. So
I
we
can see
just
like the subscription model.
Yes, it is based on the subscription model. And then, you can see how it can work. You can just click on something, and and then basically you can get all the details of how you can make it possible.
You can
And
sell
then
to the traffic, you sell to the ministry, you can sell to everyone you need.
anywhere. And it's kind
Yeah.
of a knock that you are managing, and only one person is taking care of the what is happening around the globe. So it is basically, and making use of the existing cameras, mind you, the CCTV cameras which are implemented already like far ago.
Mm, yeah, that's
And
interesting, Sami.
what is yeah
Sami,
what is yes.
for this idea, it is very great to use and utilize the current infra or the current cameras as this use case. Still, what's the limitation for this camera? Is there is any baseline, a threshold, a minimum, a stack? So we can see that if this camera is not having these things, it's not doable for this kind of camera. I mean, because
Yes.
some cameras are not having this light detection, some cameras are not having this of quality and HDR and so on. So
Hmm.
yeah, how do you deal with if there is a very old camera that will not support this? Is there is a way to use AI with them with a limited features, or what's the case for that?
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
the
So
streaming itself.
actually, sorry.
I mean, the streaming itself, it's an obstacle while you are using like live streaming. We're using coaxial cable so far. If you are suggesting to have some kind of local or private cloud that can manage things,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, indeed, yes. So actually, definitely there are some baselines, I would say. But the baseline, why I'm saying so is that, even the developing countries in the Asian market, or developing countries in the Middle Eastern or the Gulf area, or the developing countries in the African market, forget about the mature market. I think we have started implementing if the cameras which are not that like old cameras. For example, I give you an example. Like in Pakistan, 3 or 5 years ago, let's say, there was no such security, the traffic management system security cameras which are installed on the roads, like for the local public. Uh, so yes, when we have installed the cameras in Pakistan, like 5 years ago, starting from 5 years ago, before that we didn't have anything. So 5 years time, a camera or the technology was still good enough, and it can be taken care of using the AI. For instance, now, who is the initiator? of this idea within along with the GSMA. It's the China Mobile and China Telecom. They are, because they have their own R&D, and they have been thinking over the period of time how to grab more and more revenue by making use. Because now the question is more valid on these kind of mature places where this technology of security has come, like, decades ago. They have implemented the camera, and still they are making use of it. So in many of the places in China, I can assure you that the cameras are like decades implementation ago, and still we are making them intelligent. But definitely all of this has a baseline. So we do have the baseline that this should, like, resolution. We can later on, because I don't have on my fingertips like what can be the resolution of the camera minimum, but in a shorter way, this problem
Exactly.
won't be coming, because anyway, if you have implemented anything like camera or something like 3 to 5 years down the line within Yemen, you are quite safe. It's not like you're that old. Same goes for all the developing countries. So I, I hope that the idea is clear. This
It
this
is.
mo- this yeah, this problem is more into the more mature
Interesting.
market where the cameras were present like many
That's
years ago.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is the
So
final
time.
what is the sorry, yeah, but just 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What is the roadmap? The roadmap where people are thinking is to have an AI lab with AI model store. Now, this is going to be happening very soon, that we will be having AI labs, just like API program. We will be having AI labs, and we will be having AI model stores, just like App Store or Google Play. We will be having AI model stores where we can go and we can grab based on our own interest. We will download the app of that specific scenario, and we will
Yeah.
make use of that scenario. This is going to happen, and this is basically what I'm concluding, that this is going to be the power of AI. And this is why I'm saying that AI is already here, and we have to grasp case by case. Thank you, guys.
So, so thankful to you, Sammy. Actually, I have this idea about it's an initiative. I called it like digital selection. It's something like Darwinic thing when you only have to focus on a specific segment in the country where
Yeah.
everything is related. All right, so the ecosystem, the minimal viable ecosystem. So absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Sammy, for your contribution today. Today it was very heavy and very rich with information. So we are closing our
Thank you.
day with your great remarks. So I'm not gonna have any other questions. Just to mention for tomorrow, actually, I'm browsing the official website for the event. We had more than 1,600 views and over 677 likes. People are so interested in this. That's amazing. So we're having here the panelists. Let's say that, but we have much bigger audience outside. So tomorrow is gonna be like the fintech day. The fintech day uh, with Yusra Ishaq from Central Bank, right? And cybersecurity as well. We have Abdulrahman as our main speaker tomorrow as well. So Abdulrahman has great experience and know-how in fintech, so my own eyes, yeah. And the big data with Ghulam tomorrow, inshallah, we'll have him. So that's all for today. I'd like to thank you all for showing up and attending. And I wish you a wonderful night. Thank you so much. And let's meet tomorrow and make a better future for Yemen and the Gulf.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Have a good day ahead. Take care all. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Abdurrahman. Thank you, Majid. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Allah
you,
Ma'afik.
Basim. Thank you, Samia, everybody. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
لأول مرة في اليمن تحت شعار التكنولوجيا من أجل الابتكار بالتعاون مع شركة ماونت كلاود ستعقد قمة علي بابا كلاود اليمن 2023 في عصر التكنولوجيا الحديثة سنناقش الفرص والتحديات وأحدث الحلول التقنية في ظل تحول رقمي غير مسبوق وحوسبة سحابية واسعة النطاق بتقنيات الويب 3 والبلوكتشين وكم هائل من البيانات. في عالم افتراضي مذهل تنمو التجارة العالمية بأمن سيبراني قوي وتكنولوجيا مالية حديثة بذكاء اصطناعي هو الأحدث على الإطلاق. تابعونا أونلاين على منصة علي بابا كلاود خلال 3 أيام ابتداء من 12 وحتى 14 من شهر ديسمبر. الراعي الحصري اليمنية العمانية المتحدة للاتصالات. أنت الأصل.